All right, so we have a few things to do, quite a few things to do, so let's get started. So maybe tonight I'll have some dinner on a decent amount of time. I got a little bag here for all these eggplants. We're gonna start by cutting this. You can do them either the way I'm doing them now, not very thick and not very thin either, nice round. Or you can do them horizontally, it's up to you. Food, Frankie! Yes! We're gonna do some stuff tonight. I'm gonna go for the round one. I suppose I could do 1 and 1. So I already put the oven on to start preheating the oven. Now, while I'm doing this, let me say a few things about this. You can either fry this and the potatoes, or you can do both of them in the oven. Either way, whichever one you decide to do, I definitely recommend you do them in the same way. Either both on the oven or both, you're going to fry both, okay? Tonight we're going to do 1 and 1 because I don't have time to fry and dry them. If you fry them, you're going to have to dry them out, like get the oil out. Otherwise, you're going to have a very, very oily food. What I'm doing is I'm just want to see if the ones that I did actually going to cover. They're actually going to cover the bottom here. Nope. So I'm going to need 1. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need 2 eggplants. Okay. So we're going to make that white tray the whole food. So we need the other one as well. So oily food. Yeah, it's not really great if it's oily now, is it? So we're starting with this. Some things we've done before, like the besamel, the red sauce with the ground beef, as Jason likes to call it, ground beef. I like minced meat. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So, all right, there we go. We cut this. Take this to the bin. Right, so we're gonna use this one to put them in the oven. Hold on a second. Small kitchen, so I'm using all the available space. Chicken cutlets, that sounds good. Well, my only problem doing this food, as you do know, I've never cooked it myself. It's a very popular, very well-known food abroad and in Greece as well. A lot of people do it. Like I said before, you asked me yesterday, I said that it's a food that I don't cook myself, but my mom, usually one of my girlfriends in the past, was cooking this. I've never done it myself, and also wanted to do it because I wanted to have another go at the besamel we did last time, which I kind of failed it big time. So I just want to. So we're gonna put this in the oven at 180 for about 20 minutes. We just need them to soften them up a little bit. Of course, usually you put them in smaller or lower, that's the word, lower temperatures for a bit longer. But due to the stream restrictions that, you know, it is 10 o'clock at night and I do need to eat and sleep a reasonable amount of time because we also have to stream tomorrow, so on and so forth. I'm just going to put them like this. Hopefully it will work. We're going to do that. So while that is going to be semi-cooking, you know, pre-cooking them a little bit in the oven, we're going to start with the potatoes, which is the next step. Then we'll do the mincemeat, and last one, the besamel. So we're just going to sprinkle, like really sprinkle, a little bit of olive oil randomly in there. Just a little bit. That's it. And we're going to put this in the oven and get it started. How big are these eggplants? I can show you. I have more. I'm just assuming that the 2 that I cut is actually going to be good. So I can actually show you, Mr. Hecky, because I have extra ones. Going to do some stuff tomorrow. And they should show in the camera in a second because I have delay here big. But there's a small one. There's a bigger one. You can get bigger than this. I just got some normal size ones. So I got some extra ones just in case we might need them. So Let's get some potatoes. I don't know, let's go for 4 big ones. That should do it, I suppose. Done this. As you know, I don't use peelers, I use my knives, so. Hey, Jack. Yeah, they're quite big, actually. Somebody, I remember who he was, said that he wants me to cook pumpkin pie. I think we're going to do that at some point. There's a lot of recipes in Greece, especially in Crete, with pumpkins. So, might do that. Right, while we're waiting, let's put the oil on as well. Start heating the oil up. I should be able to make it in time. Clean some potatoes. Let's peel some potatoes. I had to Google. Oh, it's eggplants. They're also called, I think, aubergines. And there's another word for them. Honestly, the word eggplant, I don't know where that comes from for that thing. I mean, aubergine, I can get it. It's like totally irrelevant to whatever. But eggplant, it doesn't even look like an egg. You know? It doesn't make sense to be called eggplant. Do the next one. And I remember the days in the army I was doing this. Oh my god. That is like one of the worst punishments, to go in the army and as punishment to send you in the kitchen and start peeling off potatoes like this. Even with a peeler, because you know, you're not cleaning 1 and 2, you'll be doing this for hours because you have to clean a lot for like 500 people to eat. It's fucked up. I've never seen them young, Jack. I'll just buy them like this on the supermarket. So, if that's the reasoning behind it, they call it an eggplant, then fair enough. Fair enough. So, let's see if we're actually gonna make it in 9 minutes. I like doing new things here that I've never cooked before. Like, I know the food, I know the recipe, but I've never done it. It's exciting for me, and I think it's exciting for you to see me fail. Most of you anyways, especially Jason.
Holy shit.
Okay, sorry, I just pressed the tablet. Sorry for that. What do you miss? Not much. We're peeling the potatoes. We cut an eggplant in the same way we're gonna do the potatoes now. Just the eggplant. We're gonna do the potatoes in the same round shape as well. So we put the eggplants in the oven with a little bit of olive oil at 180 for about 20 minutes. We just need to pre-cook them a little bit and soften them up. I've also put the oil up. It's warming up slowly to the potatoes. So you haven't missed anything. I knew you're gonna make it in time, so we just started because, to be honest, cooking at 11 o'clock at night is not something I recommend to anyone. Like, seriously, don't do it. It is something that, you know, it's not good for your health. But I'm crazy, so don't worry about it. I'm not gonna cut this too thick or too thin. You just need a normal kind of size, you know, so they can actually cook. On this food, we're also going to have the same problem we had on the pasticcio earlier, which means that when this is done, we can get a piece out to try and you know, test the flavor and all that, but there's no way it's going to stand to do some proper presentation. So probably going to take some photos tomorrow and show you, or on tomorrow's stream or something like that. I think 3 potatoes, from the looks of things, might be a little bit too much. That's okay. I can always do a little bit more. I just don't know if I have actually timed this properly, but nevertheless, we're finishing the food, whether it takes an hour or it takes 45 minutes or 2 hours. We're doing this. I just hope you guys are gonna stick with me, because cooking alone is kind of boring. If it wasn't for the stream, I probably wouldn't be doing any of this. Seriously, I would just make like some fried eggs or an omelette, something like that, and we'll be done. Where's my trusty little... Oh, there we go. I love this. I got this last year. It's one of the best buys I've ever done. Seriously, it's really good. Very helpful. So let's wait for the oil to boil. In the meantime, it is time for us to start doing our usual recipe with red sauce mincemeat. You know this one? We've done it plenty of times with pasta, the pasticcio, and other recipes. So keeping an eye on the eggplants. They'll look okay, I hope. So, as usual, in most of the recipes and red sauce stuff, you start with an onion, as usual. So, let's cut down an onion, finely chopped. Today I'm going to try and do it like cut it in a different way. Microwave a hot dog. Actually, I did have hot dogs yesterday. I don't microwave them, I boil them. I boil I take a pot, right, and I put water to do the sausages, and on top I put this one. You know this one? Yeah. So something like this. So the sausages are boiling underneath, and then up here I put some cabbage, finely chopped, to warm it up. And on top of the cabbage, I put the bread. Right towards the end, so the bread gets soft and warm, and when the sausages are done, the cabbage is all nice and soft. And then I put them all in there. You went vegan a week ago? Seriously? What's the music? The music is meant to be modern jazz. You guys don't like it? We had it last time we cooked, so I thought to put that one. I don't hear the music in the kitchen. I just put it up for that. You went meat eater 26 years ago. So basically from the day you were born, okay. I know bacon is young. Is a young one. So, I mean, usually when I do the onion, you know, I just go like vertical and then, you know, chop it like this on the board. But I'm trying to do it the professional way now, where you cut like 3/4 of it like this. Trying to do it as best as I can, and then, you know, it comes out really finely chopped. I'm hoping you can see it. That's like the professional way of doing it, the master chef kind of thing. But all right, so we've got the onion, a little bit of garlic coming up. Yep, hold on a second. Yeah, let's put 2. Why not? Why not? Garlic is good. Not very good for your breath, but it is definitely good for your health. And strangely enough, this one is actually peeling on his own. Oh, really? I don't know. I mean, I just like to enjoy food. I don't want to limit myself. So I try and eat everything, like everything. I like food. I mean, you can tell from the belly, but right. Let's finally chop the garlic as well. That's done. Oil is almost ready, so let's turn the other oil up. This one. This time, I promise you, I did it right. The minced meat is not frozen. I would like an applause. This is not frozen. I've actually bought it fresh today, so it's not frozen. I remembered. We did this one right. And I don't know if magic is here, but I do have nice tomatoes from my mom's garden. So for the sauce, put them here. Let's see if this is ready. Oop, This needs a little bit more. Let's see how the eggplant's doing. It's getting dark. Getting dark in there. Okay, now just waiting for everything to warm up to go move on later. I am going to do, and that goes for Lilaria, I'm going to do the bechamel last when we've done everything else so we can focus, if we can make it. The eggplant is in the oven. I mean, this is the eggplant. Oh, we cut it into the oven, trying to pre-cook it. The same thing we're going to do with the potatoes as well. So I'm just waiting for the oil there to start frying. As I said earlier, you will not hear that we're going to fry the potatoes and we're going to soften the eggplants in the oven. If you're going to do this food, do both of them on the same manner. Either fry both or do them in the oven both. But tonight I'm doing it differently because I don't have enough room in the oven and I need to save some time of the stream. Okay, if you do fry them, make sure you use paper to dry all the oil, otherwise you have a very, very, very oily food. Alright, it looks like I'm just gonna go in with the potatoes now. Oop. Here we go. That's it. Aubergine, yes, that's another name for it. Most people know it by, some people by aubergine, some people by eggplant. It's kind of easier to pronounce it eggplant than aubergine, I think. So this one's also ready. Onion and garlic together. You know the drill on this one. Gonna start on the tomatoes at the same time. Tomatoes. Tomatoes, doesn't matter how you cut them, they're all gonna melt in there. Oh, here we go. Today we're gonna make a little bit more. I want to keep some for, oh, okay, I got more minced meat today. That's 1 kilo. You definitely can use less, but I'm gonna keep some for tomorrow. Maybe make some pasta with it or something else. And let me just add a little bit more olive oil. I always go short on it most of the time, so. We've done this before. It's not a new recipe for our stream. It's just the usual red sauce with minced meat. We use in pasta, in a lot of other situations. So a little bit of salt. Actually, quite a bit of salt. Get the pepper in there. I like pepper. No, it's not. Nope. Just salt and pepper. I don't want to add anything else to this because we're gonna have the eggplant and all the potatoes and all the other stuff. So I usually let it cook a little bit before I add my salts and everything. So let this one simmer for a bit for me to do the other tomato. So I hope the your wife loves pepper. I love pepper, man. I like spicy food. I mean, like, you know, beside the pepper, I mean, Tabasco. Tabasco is good. I love it. Like, have some chips and put salt, pepper, Tabasco, and then some cheese like cheddar or Parmesan on top of it, and then fry 2 eggs, runny eggs, and put them on top of that. Add some more hot sauce, like, you know, and you're good to go. I think maybe 1 kilo of the meat might have been a little bit too much, but we're gonna deal with it. It's almost ready. Things are cooking. France hot sauce. You make your own? You know, every time I try to do mine, nobody eats my food. I put like, this is a mixture of peppers. It has like white, black, red, all these kind of things. Then I have cayenne pepper and peppercorns, and I have chili seeds, so I put all of them in there, and nobody wants to eat my food afterwards. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know there was a brand called Frank's Hot Sauce because his name is Frank. You know, I thought maybe he was referring to one of his own recipes. How would I know that? I don't live in the States, man. That is so unfair. I don't know these brands. So the question now becomes, which one of you is gonna send me some so I can try it? Who's gonna post some? How's the eggplant doing? Eggplant looking goody. So everything is on the way. I think we're doing good time. I was expecting to do much longer than this, but looking at the mincemeat, I think I'm gonna do another tomato. Let me just take all these that I throw in here and put them in the bin. I'll just throw them in there in the sink just for convenience at the moment. These are tomatoes which my mom brought me yesterday from her garden. The garden is just outside the kitchen, so they're all nice and soft to go into the food. There we go. That will do. The reason why you see me play with the mincemeat is because I tried to break some of the big chunks to make them smaller. I don't like big chunks, so. All right, I think we're ready to add the tomatoes. It will go. Well, we're not going to cook it because it's going to go back in the oven. Generally speaking, both the potatoes and the eggplant will be really mushy and soft at the end of it. It's a bit difficult to explain the texture on this one, to be honest. But we are just cooking them a little bit, because if you put the potato in the oven, it's going to take like 4 hours to cook. If you put the eggplant on its own, it's going to do the same. So in order to save some cooking time and do it in 20-30 minutes in the oven, we are pre-cooking everything else, like partially, to make it do better. Frankie, I wish I had the economical liberty to invite one of you guys once a month down here. Seriously, like for a weekend. It's something I would love to do, and I've said it before on the stream that if my stream ever picks up and I make enough money to pay my bills and all that, I'll try and save and do that as a giveaway and bring somebody here so we can play together, we can stream together, we can cook together. It would be great. I don't know. I'll check Greece, see if we have it. I don't know. I really don't know if we have it. So let's continue here. Put the potatoes in, the tomatoes in there. We are making just the red sauce, minced meat. That's it. Which I'm making more than I need. Like I said, I'm going to keep some for tomorrow to do something else. I don't know. You know, if I could just, like, you know, sometimes I come here and cook my my lunch, starting a little bit of puree as well, just for the color. I do my lunch and I'm like, oh, wouldn't this be nice to stream it for the guys, you know? But then who's going to set up the cameras, the microphones? Honestly, sometimes I think to You know, like Truman Show, put cameras all over the place, except the toilet, of course, and all that. And just leave the stream on 24/7. So even if I make a sandwich, you guys can log in and watch and all that kind of thing. I think it would be, at the least, interesting. I have crazy ideas like that sometimes, I know. So we put the tomato and the paste and all that. Just gonna add some water in there. Okay, so that's done. Oh my god, we're actually doing everything pretty quick. All right, let's leave it there to boil and cook. Let's have a look with a fork on the potatoes. Yep, they're all soft and nice. So we're going to turn them off. Let me check the eggplants. Whew. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. All right, they're nice and soft. They need a little bit more. So potatoes next. Let's take them out. Let's take them out. Nope, they are in oil. They are getting fried. You can fry the aubergine as well, but I'm not doing it because it will take much longer, I think. That's why I said you put both in the oven or you'd fry both. So now the hard part. Oh, I actually do have something that I want. Good, good. The thing with me is I never find the right, let's say, things that I want. So we're gonna dry the oil out as much as we can because we don't want a very oily food. So that's why the paper is there. That's kitchen paper, just normal stuff. We don't want them to be chips. We don't want them to be fried. We just need them to be half cooked. Some of them here might actually be cooked, but because this is going to go in the oven for another 20 minutes, so everything will be cooked. So it does require a little bit of attention to make sure that the potatoes are half cooked and not undercooked, so that, you know, you don't eat raw potatoes at the end. Now that we've done this, just going to leave it here for a bit, try and get all the oil onto the paper. To speed things up a little bit, just a little bit, you know, we can always take another piece of paper and just, you know, press it. And even turn it, because this one, I'll try and show you, of course. Ow, ow, get off. This one is oily as, you know what I mean. So that one goes off. We don't want the oil. Eggplants are gonna be there in a second. Just again, a little bit, don't want that. Of joy in your eyes, seriously? Yeah, be careful with the kitchen paper because everything gets stuck to it. So we're gonna put this on the side for the moment. Okay. Let's have a little look on the minced meat. All right, that looks good. So I'm gonna leave it open. I want most of the water to come out. Eggplants, turning them off but leaving them inside for the moment. Because that, I need to figure out where I'm gonna, okay, I'm gonna have to put them on a plate. Otherwise, this is not going to work. So, dude, seriously, I need a bigger kitchen. I am struggling here. Need a bigger kitchen. I need to put a new bar, say something like $5 grand new kitchen for Fixer. Try to cook 3 times. Hey, Kovic, what's up? Oil, oil, oil. We have been burning. Tron Legacy. I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? All right, let's try and get these eggplants out so we can satisfy Lilaria's curiosity about how they look. Not impressive and not pretty, I can tell you that much. There we go. Whew. Right, the oven is going to stay on at 180 because we're going to bake everything else. So, Lilaria, so you know, the eggplant does have a tendency to go dark, so that's kind of normal. Yeah, we do that every Wednesday. So they are soft. I don't know if you can tell how soft they are. I suppose some of the thicker cuts that I did could stay a little bit longer. So this is just the eggplant with a little bit of olive oil, just a drizzle randomly, you know, all over the place. Yeah, they could stay a little bit longer, but it's okay. We can start doing other things. So because I don't have a lot of space, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these, try and put them on the plate here. It's because the tray is a little bit too big for my kitchen, so. Don't be afraid to leave them longer. We left them about 20 minutes at 180. You can leave them longer. It's not going to kill them. They're just going to go a bit softer. It's not as mortal sin. Because they're going to get cooked again and again. So I'm just doing this for space. Otherwise, I'll just be taking it straight from the tray. You will see why I'm doing this in a second. All right, that's done. So I'm gonna put this one here. Put this at the. I don't know what to put this one. Oh. Ow, ow, ow! Burning, burning. Okay, so I found a spot to put it. All right, let's put this one here. Let's give a little swirl to this. There we go. Okie dokie. No, 20 minutes, 100 is good. I mean, like I said, I could leave them a little bit longer. Now, we're slowly going to start building this because we have a bit of a way to go. Let me get my Parmesan cheese. You can use any yellow cheese you want. You want to use Gouda, you want to use Regato, you want to use Parmesan, cheddar cheese, whatever. I would recommend Parmesan. I know it's more accessible to where you guys live, and it goes better with this food. So use that. Just a recommendation, not a must. Right, so what I have here is, let me read this in English, wheat and rye breadcrumbs. Wheat and rye breadcrumbs. I got this ready from the supermarket. You can use whatever else you want. I mean, from semolina to breadcrumbs to rusk crumbs to whatever you want. This is we're just gonna sprinkle the bottom like you would do with like powdered sugar on a cake. So for one and only reason, just so it doesn't get stuck on the bottom. You don't need a ton, just a little bit, that's it. And you see how much is in the box, so just a little bit. Okay. Hey, what's up? We're making moussaka. Right, so stage, next part of this. Let's hope I didn't get everything stuck. Now we're gonna start laying our potatoes. These things are hot, that's why I'm gonna go like this. Let's just hope that they're not gonna get stuck. Remember, first time doing this food myself, so you're gonna have to be patient with me. Some of these are a little bit too soft. Anyway, some of them break, some of them don't, but we'll see. We need to make a nice little layer there of these potatoes. Make the base. As you can see, we have plenty of time to cook our meat. You know, no rush. If I could make these potatoes a little bit more whole, because I should have apparently take them out so they don't get stuck like this, but we're gonna get there eventually. But these things are hot. The reason why they're stuck so much is because they're not properly cooked as chips. So they're soft and breaky, and I left them in this thing with the paper too long. And from the looks of things, I might have actually not done enough. Yep. I thought I had enough chips, but no, sir. We did not make enough. We needed more. Which means we're probably going to have to cook a little bit more, guys. That's the problem when you do things you've never done before. Anyways, this looks okay. Now, we're going to have to do another potato soon. Yep, this is not going to be enough. So, straight out, with no delay, put the oil back on, because we're going to need it until that warms up a little bit to do another potato. I need to find my... Where did I do it? No, there it is. So, we put the potatoes there. We put the crumbs on the bottom. Now, hold on, let me take the tablet out. Don't need it. Tablet, go away. Parmesan comes in. Just a little sprinkle on top of the potatoes. I'm going to go for each layer about 1 spoonful. Okay. Then, these are not hot, so we're going to go in with the eggplant. Do another layer. I mean, as thick as you want, you know. Don't leave any gaps in between if you can. I'm assuming I've done enough eggplant because we kind of checked it out before we did this, that we have enough. Oh my god, it looks like not enough. We did plan this ahead. Jesus. Oh. You know what? We're going to do some more, but we're going to fry the next one. So, yeah, well, I actually imagine that before this, we actually checked this, that it would fit 2 layers, but yeah, anyways. So that's the second layer. Yep. Another layer of Parmesan cheese, just a little bit, sprinkle it around. It's okay, we'll do different things. I'm just surprised because before I did the eggplants, I actually checked that, okay, you know, it fits the tray, so I'm only going to need 2 of them, but damn was I wrong. Don't matter. So we're going to turn off the meat as well, and we're going to leave it here to rest for a bit until we do the rest of the chips, because I did not calculate this properly. My bad. Fear not though, we're going to do this very, very quickly. Speed running it. Yes, actually they did shrink quite a bit. I knew it's going to happen, but before you showed up, Ilaria, from your appointment, I put them in and it was like one did 1 layer. So I thought if one can fit, you know, the tray, then I'll do 2 to do the second layer. And apparently 2 just took the bottom. That's why I did like 3 potatoes. So try to hurry up and do the rest, because we do have, I mean, we're gonna make it in time. I don't care if it takes longer, but this is the reason why I like doing this, because you can see the mistakes that I do. So if you want to try this, you're gonna do it a lot faster and much better, because I'm really getting sick and tired of watching all these videos on YouTube and the TV where, you know, the chef comes on and then you watch it and you know this guy did this like 10 times before he actually did the whole video, you know. You do a mistake, no, let's do another take. There's no next takes here. You make a mistake, you fix it, and we show people not to be afraid to make mistakes. It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Just find solutions on the go, finish your food. Because maybe you have friends home or family. And what are you going to say? Oh, sorry, no food for you, let's order. No, fix it. It's easy to do it. Well, let me, I may not be a professional cook, as you say, but I am not normal. Do not call me normal. I'm insane. Normal. I hold a knife. I'm not normal. Maybe one day I will be a professional chef. You never know. Maybe one day. Oh, just cut my hand. No problem. We carry on. Show must go on. Whee! I'm assuming that will be okay. That should be enough for the next one. Right, in the meantime, we shall carry on, my friends. Carry on, my wayward brothers. We are going to use... Aha, this. No, I've actually cut just my fingernails, so no blood. So I'm gonna use one of these because I don't want a lot of the sauce to get in here. So now we're gonna get the mincemeat if I don't burn myself as usual, and we are going to make a nice little layer of the mincemeat on top. Trying to make it not too thick. That's what I'm trying to do anyways. Oh my god, if 1 kilo is not enough, I'm gonna kill myself. Alright, there we go. There we go, we build it. Alright. Yeah, I'm assuming everything's gonna be alright. It seems like every time I add something to this food, I'm running out of materials. Jesus. Next time I read the instructions somewhere, not just listen to my mom. Ramsey is just shouting at people. Yeah, something like that, Jack, yeah. But this one should be the other way around. It's really confusing. The one on the left is actually on your right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix the cameras, but... So we're doing what we did before. We're just going to keep adding the cheese in. The good news is that the oil was already burning, so like hot. So it's going to take less time to cook everything. So, all right, and that's that. More cheese is always good. I know. Everybody here that I know of on the stream, everybody's fond of cheese, so we're good. Now we still have some potatoes from the previous batch, so we're going to continue adding those potatoes on top of the mincemeat, and hopefully the ones we're just cooking, they are enough. Hopefully, to cover this. So basically we are going for two layers here. That's the plan. So let's just keep carrying on. Come on. There we go. Hold on. This is the moment where you need to use your hands, because we are done. It's not hot anymore. So I left them too long on the paper and the paper is stuck. I'm going to try and get every single scrape of potato here because I'm worried we didn't make enough. So hopefully the new ones will be good. I don't want to eat paper when I eat this, so... Cheese is mandatory? Yes! Must have cheese, master! Right, so let's put this on the side for a moment. And let's check the potatoes. Oh, before we check the potatoes, let me cut one more aubergine, as Lilaria likes to call it, instead of eggplant. Still have that one to finish. This one, you know what? I'm going to do this differently just for the fun of it. So this one, we're going to go that way. This is how my mom cuts it. A lot of people do it circular like we did. My mom cuts it like this. So this time we're going to go like this. I hope this one will fit. Let me just check. Yep, and yep, this will fit. This will be done. But just to make sure 100%, I'm going to do another one. Let's do another one just in case. If something's left, I can always eat it tomorrow, you know, it's not a big deal. So, let's do this. Make sure we're good. Oops. Make sure we're good. This food is gonna be, because you know I know what taste to expect. It's gonna be crazy because I'm doing fry-ups and oven style at the same time, which I don't know if it's recommended. Nevertheless, all right. So one thing at a time. Back to the potatoes. See, I told you, because the oil was already hot, it took half the time. Pretty good for us. So we're gonna take these out fast, leave them on the side to get the oil out, and then we're gonna go in with this. This, I might have to put them like in, I don't know, I hope they're gonna cook there, they're gonna sink in and cook. Now, eggplant, seriously, if you fry it, I don't recommend it. I'll tell you why. Because it's like a sponge. It's gonna really suck up a lot of oil. Like, seriously. My mom usually leave this like hour plus to dry. This for a week. See, I know I'm gonna eat half. This is my dinner, and the other half is my lunch. What are you talking about? This is nothing. Like, seriously, it's not. I eat about half of it. Do you honestly think that like the belly I have is so easy to maintain? You know, to be fat is one thing, but to maintain this figure, you need to eat. Like, seriously, like a lot of food. It's not easy being mean, Lilaria. You know how much food I have to eat just to maintain this wonderful body? Let me carry on here with my... You know what my worry is right now? Is where the hell am I going to put the bechamel? The way I'm going to need a bigger fucking tray soon. Where's the bechamel going to go, Lilaria? It's not going to fit. Well, at least it looks like we've made it. Just about made it. All right, let's fill some cups. So we use everything. La 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 la. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, Jason. I have all these things ready. Ooh, look, we had some more. Ooh, more potatoes. Yes, please. They were hiding. You can't get away from me, you sneaky potatoes. Aha! Aha! All right, you know what's coming next? Of course, more cheese. Now, some people, since I'm doing this, some people don't add so much cheese to this. They just put a little bit of cheese either on the top only after your bechamel, or once in every layer. Not every layer. They do potatoes, eggplant, mincemeat, cheese, then the next layer, and then cheese again. So that's another way of doing it. But I know that you and I love cheese too much to actually not add that much. I think it would be disrespectful from me to you not to put that much cheese, you know? So we just need to wait for the eggplant now. Put it there, put the cheese, put this, and then make the bechamel. So we can start by measuring out our butter. as always. And I know what you're expecting to hear. However, right? That should be on the menu every time I stream. However, oh, also at the end, when we're done with all this and that thing is cooking in the oven, I'm also gonna make a nice traditional Greek salad for you dudes. You see that? This is the instrument we were missing last time that I did not use. I had it, but I did not use it. I am guilty of stupidity. So we're gonna make more besamel than we did last time. So we need about 200 grams of butter. If I can actually, I need to get a, will a fork do? I wonder. Just trying to get it unstuck and coming out to one piece. Ah, there we go. Haha. 183. Oh my god. Got it. 200. There we go. You think now this time I've put in a lot of parts of the food, but I was careful. I don't think we're gonna end up in that kind of situation. I hope. So let me get my 2 bottles of milk out to have them ready. Let's get the flour. We are going to need, I'm following the same recipe for the besamel. The besamel was really tasty last time. It just got a little, little balls of flour in there and stuff like that. So we need 200 of this as well. So let's get it done. Oh, it's going to be quite a bit actually, 200. Good. 198. No, I am going to get 200. Yay! Exactly 200. I rule, baby. My skill is still there. And if you think trying to get 200 grams is hard, I'll tell you what. Try and measure picograms. That is a bastard to do. So we got the flour ready as well. Oops. Now it's less than 200 because I dropped it. I am so good. I should be a professional chef, I'm telling you. Right, let me see. Where's my forky? Alright, I think we're good on this. Alright, let me just put the flour here for a second on the side. Because now we need to get those out. And they're not going to come out easily. Because these ones, Lilaria, are actually pretty soft. So I'm going to try. They're pretty soft and they're pretty oily. I mean, like seriously oily right now. You probably can already see it, how oily they are. So let me get another plate and try and double dry them kind of thing. Because I really don't want that much oil in my food. It's going to give it a nasty aftertaste. So if I just try and fit things here. And just try and do that. You see how much oil we're talking about? These things are sponges. That's why I prefer to do them in the oven, so I can avoid this. Sorry. That's why I told you that it's best if you do even the potatoes in the oven, just because that these things are such a sponge-like that don't want all that oily stuff. Yep, this one is going out. It could, Jason, but this is like, you know, extra virgin olive oil, so it's not gonna have the same effect. But same, you can say if you drink a lot of orange juice, I suppose. The other thing I'm trying to do here is not burn myself. You know I am very prone at burning myself. Okay, that's the last one. Oh, also, if you're trying to get this, please don't make the mistake of squeezing them. Don't make the mistake of squeezing them, because most likely you're going to have oil, burning oil, squished all over the place. And if it's all over the place, it's okay. If it doesn't, you know, we don't want it landing on your face. That is the main worry there. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud, but too much oil. That's why I don't like frying these things. I prefer to do them in the oven like I showed you earlier, but bad calculations lead to desperate measures. But we don't give up, we find solutions, we move forward, and we're making the second layer really quickly. And they're gonna have a little bit of oil, I know, but we took out as much as we could. And again, yes, they have shrunk quite a bit. Oh, that looks alright. Seems like we've managed to get the job done. No, honestly, you don't need any paper at all. Just cook the eggplant in the oven and do the potatoes in the oven. You only need to soften them up a little bit so they can cook easier in the oven. But I'm showing you that you can fry it. My mom used to fry them. Now that she got older and she doesn't like to have all that oil in her food, she's doing them in the oven. It depends how light you want to do it and all that. For health issues, I would say definitely do everything in the oven. It might take a little bit longer. I mean, if you have a bigger oven than I have, you can definitely put like 2 trays in there. You know, put the potatoes on the top, put the eggplants on the bottom. And if the eggplants, if the potatoes are done, just put the eggplants for an extra 5 minutes on the top shelf, and you're ready to go. You know, there's no need to go through that. But if you read the recipe somewhere, they might tell you to fry them, and you'll be thinking like, oh, why didn't Fixer fry them? You know, so I'm telling you why. Well, from the looks of things, I'm gonna have to use all of it. And I don't think I left any room for I didn't leave any room for the besamel. Yep. And 1 kilo of minced meat is not enough, so we're gonna spread this as much as I can. Here we go. Damn it, I honestly thought 1 kilo would be enough. Oh, really? I mean, I have one, you know, you can put one on top and one on the bottom. But I was worried that if I do that and I spend so much time cooking them, because I've never done it before, so I'm not sure how long it would take. I didn't want to be here cooking until, you know, like something like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, so... In 2 goes, Sandom, in 2. 1 tonight and 1 tomorrow for lunch. So, that's it. Now we're just missing the besamel. So we're going to go to the hard part. That was the easy part. All right. So, this one comes here. We're going to turn this on. Let me get the flour ready. My trusted whiskey thingy. And 2 lovely bottles of milk. I'm also gonna open them up just to make sure. Yeah, for me that was the easy part. I mean, I may miscalculate a little bit on the amounts, which for someone that hasn't done it before, someone who does not use a recipe, I don't have the recipe, Most of the things that I cook is like, hey, mom, what do I add on this one? You know, that's how it goes. So, yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job with no recipe, you know what I mean? Just having an idea of how things go. So now we just need to melt this. And I hope that this time I'm going to do it right. Now, I could have started this a bit earlier to melt it, but I just want to put my full attention on this time. I think it's important to do that while I'm adding the flour as well. I just want to melt this before it starts boiling. Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry about the spelling. I don't know how to write it either. Yeah, this is taking a bit longer than I anticipated, but we're gonna get there. I'm trying to make a lot more. Probably gonna find a use for it. I just want to make sure, like, what I planned was that, you know, I got enough eggplants. I still have one left. I got enough potatoes. I just didn't realize that it's gonna take that many to cover that little tray. It's not a big tray. And I also thought 1 kilo of meat is gonna be enough. Maybe I put too much on the first layer and I ran out a little bit on the top one. But you know, so good. Yes, you can sand them, but there's a problem with bechamel. You have to use it when you make it. You cannot use it the next day because it solidifies. All right, just waiting for the last pieces of the butter to melt here. All right, I'm also gonna let it take a little bit of temperature before I add the flour. And let's get a bit of temperature. No, don't worry about it because I don't know. I think it's gonna break. But don't worry about it because what I'm gonna do if it doesn't work is I'm gonna get some sausages and I'm gonna put them in the bechamel and just gonna let it solidify like that and make like sausages in bechamel. Okay, now, there we go. Gonna let it cook a little bit. I don't want it. I mean, you need to cook it a little bit without burning it, because otherwise you need to get the flavor of the what's called the flour out. And as usual, I made a nice little big mess. Bechamel, you can also add egg if you want. And cheese, yes, some people do, but not at this stage, a little bit later. The Greek bechamel, I mean the version somebody did in Greece anyways. I'm not watching the stream because I'm doing this, but the Greek version has 4 egg yolks and cheese in it. Time to change hand, I think. I have made a wonderful mess. All this is covered in flour. Here we have spillage of water, of milk. I'm doing great. I think we've mixed this enough. So I'm going to slow down now. Whew. And hope for the best. What do you think, Lara? Better performance than last time, isn't it? I don't know if it has lemon in it. I think I've seen once Ramsey do it. What I hate about Hollandaise, to be honest, is the whole on and off the heat. 10 seconds on the heat, 30 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It's a difficult one to do, in my opinion. To do it well, that is. I wonder if I can take a break for a minute, let it warm up a bit. Oh. Man, this is the worst part of making cakes and stuff like that stirring all the time. So much better. Okay. Well, at least I'm happy because the people that come every Wednesday and watch us cook here and keep me company, and we're having fun and we chat. You can see the improvements, you know. It's something to look forward, I think. That's something I like. Watching, because I watch other people cooking streams, trying to get ideas and things like that, you know. I have to say, like the setup for the overlay, I have stolen that from another streamer. Like, it looks so good and practical that I stole that idea of how to set up the cameras and all that from another streamer. And the guy is a professional cook, but he does stream, like, he doesn't have 5,000 people. He's like 200 usually and stuff like that. And he's really good. But you know, he has more of the style we have here, but he's more professional on the making of the food and all that. But when I watch more professional like Ramsey, everything seems so perfect. There's no spillage, there's no mistakes, there's no ooh, you know, it's like, yeah, let's see how that's done. I don't know. From 34 to 37. Oh, hold on a second. You're leveling faster than I am. What are you doing? You're doing PvE, aren't you? You're cheating again. You are cheating again. I'm tired. Oh. Just a second to throw some stuff in the bin. Have a bin here on my feet and carry on with this. So that's the last part, guys. What time is it? Oh, it's 11. So all I need to do now is wait for this thing to actually kind of thickens up. Then I'm going to put it over the tray. I'm going to put the tray in the oven for 20 minutes, and then we're ready to eat. So once that is done, we're going to go over to the computer again, and we're going to play that puzzle game a little bit past the time. And then we'll come out and plate one, taste it, and then it's all good night. I'll see you tomorrow. So let's see if we're gonna make it. You know what the delay is here? The delay is the fact that I went for a lot of besamel, and that's 2 liters of milk that we need to warm up and get this thing to work. So it will take a minute. It is. No, that's the whole point, man. I mean, keep me company, play your games. What's the food you can make? I mean, this is something I would prefer to do for lunch because I have more time, you know? And you can sit down instead of me eating this at 11 o'clock at night, things like that. Yeah, I know, Lyra. Yeah, that's why I like doing this. I'm not usually messy, but, you know, if it gets a little bit, we clean later. It's not the end of the world. What I'm trying to say, basically, I think, is I'm getting really tired of all the perfection people are promoting. Perfectly fit models, perfect attitude, perfect cooking, perfect cleaning, perfect this, perfect that. You know what I mean? I just... Yeah, okay, I tried to keep it at 20 minutes. Actually, that was the original idea of the stream to start off with. So, but it took a life on its own. You guys want to see different things, so I'm trying to provide. I don't really mind. I mean, I could just leave it and eat it tomorrow and have the sandwich for the night. It's too late for something like this. It is a heavy food. But I'll tell you what, the longer the food takes to cook, in my opinion anyways, the more tasty it is at the end. You know, everybody can microwave something in 3 minutes, but it will fill you up, not healthy, and it's kind of shit taste-wise. So the longer things take, the better they taste. And it's not a food I personally would do unless I was in the mood to spend this amount of time. But this type of food, it would definitely be something that I would do, let's say, in your case, because for us, this is like weekly food. But in your case, that's like, let's say, exotic within inverted commas for you guys not being from Greece and all that. The same way Chinese consider exotic in Greece. It's something I would do as a surprise for a dinner to a new girlfriend, a surprise dinner on an anniversary. You know, spend the time, show the love, the food. You know what I mean? All right, I think we're almost done here because it's getting harder to steer this. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat off and keep doing it. Yep. I turned the heat off, but I'm not taking it down yet. I wanted to see if it might need a little bit more. Just doing it slower. Let it set, let it thicken up. Because you know, the more you whisk it, the more it takes longer for it to thicken. Thicken. Chicken. It still needs a little bit more. It's still a bit watery, but I think I can stop doing it now. Or at least move it slowly so it doesn't get stuck on the bottom. Almost there. Yes, you can. Yes. The only difference, Lilaria, would be that it's not going to have the same look when you plate it, but you can. I'll show you which ones you can use. I think I have them here. So hold on a second. Let me whisk this a little bit more. So we're gonna let it set in a second. I took it completely off. Oh man, it smells so good. Yep. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. Leave that in there as well. The ones you can use would be these ones. No, I'm not going to put any salt and pepper. I'll tell you why. I don't want to put it in there. You can, of course. I already have a lot of salt in this food because of the Parmesan. And yeah, penne is good. Yeah, that's the one. We already have a lot of salt in there. And because I am not allowed to eat a lot of salt, I'm not going to do it. Because we're also going to add more... we're also going to add more cheese on top of it, and I don't want that much salt in general. I can't. Doctors don't allow me to do that. But what we do need is our nutmeg. We cannot have bechamel without nutmeg. That is, we could add nutmeg in the bechamel. I usually add it on the top myself. It's a personal preference. Nothing to do with anything else. So, in order to make a little bit more of a mess, I love making a mess, really. It might need a little bit more to solidify. I'm hoping that if I kinda screwed up a little bit, it's gonna be okay in the oven because it's still gonna go in there to cook. Oh man. Now theoretically, you know, if you make a proper layer, it shouldn't go at the bottom at all. Or if you make it a little bit thicker in advance. But that's the main recipe anyways. In this case, I think it will go on the bottom. So it's gonna be a full enclosed meal in bechamel, which I love it. Don't know about you, but I freaking love it. And I'm not gonna go cheap on this. I'm actually gonna go overboard. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to put this in the oven now. Anyways, where did I put the nutmeg? Nutmeg? Oh, there is. So my nutmeg goes in there. You know, how much you're gonna put, it's up to you. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to lift this to put it in the oven. Oh boy, this is gonna get nightmare-like in a minute. Oh man. Oh, we did it. All right, more cheese on top. Sorry, I don't know if you can see. I put the bag on top of it, just a little bit. All right, I think that's it. Now I need to figure out a way to put it in the oven. Oh man, this is nightmare. It's not gonna go in the oven. It's gonna go on the floor, I'm telling you. Ugh. Oh my god, it's heavy. Up. Up. Okay, we made it. We might have spilled some in the oven. Doesn't matter. It's in. We did it, Tim. We did it. Eat and sleep at some point. Oh. Oh man, this is heavy. Whew. I don't know if it needs a little bit more or not, but maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But to tell you the truth, after 6.5 hours of stream, I think I'm a little bit tired. Let's see how we did. Getting all the necessary tools out. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but it's boiling. Like on the sides, is actually boiling there. Get one little plate. I don't know if we should leave it a little bit. Let's see if now the bechamel it needs a little bit more. It's still liquid. It's too hot. It's too hot. So you know what? I might wait a little bit. Just gonna cut it. Excuse me. Got someone at the door. So, midnight, someone at the door. Oh. Underneath though, it's nice and solid as it should be. I don't know which piece I'm gonna be able to take out now. It's really hot. It's the same problem we had last time we did bechamel, that it's too hot to come out. Nevertheless, we are going to give it a try. We're going to take something out a piece. As usual, the fresh one always crumbles. So, put that one there. Let's see if I can get the next one out. I'm definitely gonna take some photos of this tomorrow when it's when it cools down, and probably it can be plated. Can be plated. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. See if we can do this. A little bit. All right. This one is semi-plated. Tomorrow I'll get some better photos. It's just falling apart. It's too hot, like we did last time. But definitely we need to try and see how we did. Probably gonna burn myself, but let's see. Oh. All right, I'm happy. Dude, seriously, it's burning, it's hot, but we did it. We did it. It's like my mom's. But we're not done. Don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere. Let me try and put this somewhere else. Because we're not done yet. We're not done because we did finish the food as promised, but I also promised that we are going to do a salad. So let's do a quick Greek salad for all you lot. Loads of love. Let me get my stuff out. Do a nice traditional, to the letter, if you put it that way, salad. Very fast, very quick. To be honest, I almost forgot about this, but you know. Oh, I don't mind, dude. I mean, this is what I do for a living, Jack, so I don't have to wake up early tomorrow. I don't have these kind of restrictions. I mean, the normal time for eating in Greece anyways is like 10 o'clock at night. So it's not a big problem. As always, let me remind you, all the vegetables are pre-washed. So I'm just gonna cut this tomato in random shapes and sizes. You can put as much as you want. There's no, you know, put one tomato or two or anything like that. Yeah, it's, I mean, if you're hungry, man, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. So, tomato, got cucumber, any size you want, but usually I cut it in the middle, and I go for this type of pieces. This is a very fast salad. I think Greeks are like Lilaria. We don't like to cook for too long. We want fast and nice things. The next thing that goes usually in the salad is green pepper. So we're just gonna add those 4 pieces there, just like that. Of course, you can't have a nice Greek salad without a little bit of onion. Not a lot, but it is needed in there. Okay, sort this out later. Gonna cut it in this manner. Of course, like I said, quantities depend on you. A little bit on each side like that. Just to be in there for the flavor. Actually, that one was a small onion, so from the looks of things, I'm gonna put a little bit more. I don't know if you can see the plate. Actually, you can see only half the plate, so I'm put it here to make it a bit easier for you guys to watch. That's that. Now we need, let me get my little, the last thing we need to put on the salad is some feta cheese. No, there's no alternative to this. You either put feta cheese or you don't. Just to be clear about it. So we're gonna cut a nice big piece. This is, the feta comes in its own little water thingy. This one did not come out, all of it. Come on. You are coming out. There we go. This could have been one piece, but it doesn't matter. Both. It depends where I find good one. It depends where I find good one. A little bit of salt. Actually, this can go here. A little bit of salt. Right? Olive oil. Plenty of. And the final touch, as usual, is oregano, especially over the feta cheese. I like plenty. You can put a bit less if you don't like it. And we are done. Okay, this one is not plated perfect. It's too hot, but we will sort it out. I'll put some photos on Discord and Discord and Twitter tomorrow when I have a moment. This is our dinner for tonight, Greek salad with moussaka. We also actually did the besamel better than last time. I hope you guys enjoyed it.